Greetings, Battle Brothers. It's me, Aurelia Tempris, Defender of the Golden Throne and Servant of Humanity. Welcome in, everyone. We are back to another chill painting stream. Hopefully. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is excited that it is Friday. That's great. We love Fridays. And yeah, we're gonna be painting minis today, so yeah. Forgive me, I'm not at my best today, so don't mind me. I'm just it's not a vibe today. Let's put it that way. Nice, you got your merch in Aurelia stream and a code red. Nice. I could have used a code red today. It wasn't a bad day per se. It's just vibes are not there right now. So what you gonna do about it? Getting my hydration in now, because we've got this lovely fellow. This lovely guy was gifted to me by Xepher Arcade. They're awesome, and I'm partnered with them, so if you need any of your Warhammer or nerd stuff, they've got Gundams, they've got a ton of stuff. They've got a ton of stuff. Use code Aurelia to get 10% off. I get a little bit of a kickback if you use my code. But, you know, why not get your Warhammer a little cheaper than you would buying it directly from the source? So, hello. And Iron God, that's not how you spell my name. It's Aurelia. Also, only Aya can really call me that, so sorry. You can't. Aya's kind of got a claim to that. She'll probably fight you. So for your safety, I wouldn't call me that. So, we've made some very healthy progress on our lion here. I need to do his head and his sword. We've got a wash that we're gonna put on this sucker, because everything else is much like almost done for him, and then we've got to work on our lovely little watchers here. Okay, I have a flesh tone paint. One second. This one, because I have a similar colors, but this has like a little bit more of like a pink to it. We gotta do that for his face. Grand Kissman, thank you so much for the 17 months of support. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna jump right into it today. Okay. We're just gonna do, I don't need very much. Let's get the, well, we'll use this other brush for mixing. This brush has been through the ringer recently because I've been using it to ink all my dice. Oh, I guess speaking of dice, I can show you what I've been working on. I've had some free time, and the free time has been spent working on stream related or Aurelia related activities. So I polished the DK dice. The first layer of polish. We still need to do some more. They turned out nice, except the blue from the flake, you don't really see it as much, depending on your angle. So I think I'm going to ink these in blue. The cube That wasn't a roll. They don't count. You have to have intent. You have to have intent. So, those are those. We have the stim dice, which I sent her a video the other day of what they look like. Still, again, the first layer of polish, but they're prettier than I thought they'd be. Got that lovely gold that comes through it. She really likes them. She's very excited. Hi, Joe. How's it going? It's going all right. It's going all right. Those dice look pretty. You did well. Thank you. I appreciate it. First time catching a painting stream. Oh, well, we're just chilling. They're pretty chill. I need those dice right now. My current dice are failing me. Unfortunately, those dice are definitely going to specific people. And then as I said I would do, I didn't post it in the Discord server, but I have polished a code red die. Unfortunately, I've noticed a flaw in a bunch of them, and I'm a bit sad. I think you guys will be okay with it. I'm just really disappointed because I've like done all this work only for this to happen. So, you guys can probably see. So you see in the middle, right by my thumb, right there, there is like something there. So, the orbs that contain the Mountain Dew are just a tiny bit too big, or I sanded them a little too much, because that little like blip right there, that is the orb. That's like the glass. And it does sometimes appear on other sides. It doesn't appear on the 4. You can see it in like the number slot on the 5. Like I can't really show you, but you guys can kind of see it based on the reflection. Like looking at all the other numbers, and that one there's like a little protrusion. The 3 has that too. And then the 2 doesn't. And it depends on which die you pull out. Because after I saw that, I looked at all of them. So this one will like show on the 6. Hang on, let me look. There's one like where it pops up on the 4, and I was like, oh yeah, here we are. There you go. That one's really easy to see. Not even polished yet. So, yeah, are you guys okay with that? Like, I feel really bad because I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't realize they were gonna be that obvious or prominent. It's like, it's basically smooth, but the surface finish will be a little... The orbs were maybe a bit too heavy. No, because it happened to the 4 here. So it kind of depends on how it like ended up sitting in the mold. For the 6s, it makes sense because it rests directly on the bottom face. I thought the and I guess it does a little bit. I thought the parts where the numbers would like push it up a little bit so it wouldn't be resting directly on the bottom face, but unfortunately it has. It is just like an aesthetic thing. So I imagine, I've not looked through all of them, but I imagine all of them have some sort of flaw in this capacity. So if you guys are okay with it, I will continue working on them, but I was like, oh no, that's something that's kind of hard to ignore. Yeah, this one doesn't have it. Let me check. No, this one doesn't have it, so that's good. So some of them I might have just over sanded a tiny bit, and just it's enough to make me notice. So yeah, this one doesn't have it either. Yeah, some of them don't have this flaw. This one will probably be fine. Oh no, it'll have one tiny mark. Anyways, I don't need to go through all of them. But yeah, it is very pretty. Like, look how cool that looks when you turn it. So, you know, Looks good from here. On handmade goods, I like flaws. They add a unique look to them. I mean, fair. I just like to avoid them if I can. So, I mean, I know what I need to do next time. I need to make... If I would make new dice that have the numbers press in a little bit more so it kind of sits off. Because the flaw here, where it's in the number slot, that's honestly, I prefer that. So, yeah. So we're just gonna... Just, my little report. Okay. Camaro Mike, welcome in. Welcome in. You're new here, also new to Warhammer 40k. Well, happy to have you here. My name's Aurelia. I'm a Warhammer streamer, so if you have Warhammer questions, I'm happy to answer them to the best of my ability for you. Yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. There's me, and if I don't know it, there's plenty of people in chat that are really friendly and will be also happy to answer your question. So we're gonna do his face. This is like way too much, but I really couldn't get a smaller amount. Squeezing it that way, I probably could have done it if I really cared. You wanna know everyone's favorite chaos god? That's heresy. That's heresy. I like corn though. Corn is my favorite. One. So, yeah, I'm gonna do his face, and then I'll probably do his hair. I'm gonna use a wash on his face, so this is not gonna be the final color. What do you do when your streaming software hates you on a particular day? I don't know what you mean by that. Like, I don't stream, likely? I don't know what you mean. We're gonna get his face here. Probably gonna do 1 or 2 coats. Oh, and his ear is there too. We gotta make sure the ear is the right color as well. Yeah, but forgive me guys, I'm a bit out of it. I debated even doing a stream today, but I was like, you know what? I should do it. So here we are. It's just no. Bit of a drag today. That's too much. But that's okay. I'm gonna do his back over and do his hair. I admire the people who are really good at faces. Like, I could never.
I want to poop the snake.
I could never. This is just so difficult. Hope it's better now. Like, working on it. I'm here in the hopes that it can improve. No, it's just that kind of day. I had an obligation I did not want to do. I thought it would get canceled, and it didn't, and it took like a lot of time out of my day. And then I had to deal with traffic as a result, when normally I wouldn't have. So I was kind of like, I don't want to go because I'm gonna have to deal with traffic on the way back, among other things. And then, it wasn't all that rewarding in my mind. So I feel bad about that. But I'm just like, oh. Yeah, and it kind of messed up my plans for the rest of the day, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and we'll be good. And then it jacked up some things, and I'm like, ugh. It wasn't rough. I'm being a bit of a baby. It wasn't rough, it was just annoying. People wanted to go out and get drinks, but I don't really drink, so there's like no point for me to go except to like socialize. And then when we got there, but it's like a weird, so okay, people want to get drinks. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna drink, but I will go because I probably should. But then when we got there, because it's at like a restaurant, they ordered food, and I felt like I needed to also order food, but it like messed up what I was planning for dinner because I ate like super early. I'm like, and it was money I wasn't planning to spend. It's not a big deal. It was just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. And on top of this, like, I'm not hungry, but I feel like I should eat. And then traffic. Honestly, it's a nothing burger. I just didn't feel like it was worth my time, but it felt like I should go. And it was nice, I guess, but I think I'm just more put off about the whole thing. I'm just like, I'm tired. I wasn't gonna have to deal with traffic if I didn't go, but I was like, well, you better go. Would you have to eat a burrito? But like, oh yeah, and on top of that, the place they were at, everyone else really likes that place. I don't like it as much. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll get this burrito, but the burritos are mid. The burritos are so mid. I would have much rather, like, I paid more for this mid burrito than I would have if I had gone to like, like the burrito place I go to. And it was just like, bro, like, so I drank water, I ate some chips, then I got a mid burrito, and I was like, dude, I paid too much. But it was gonna be like awkward if I didn't get food, and I was like, Anyways. Let's see. Just painting my Imperial Guard. Nice. What style you painted him in, man? I would have just gotten ice cream. I don't think they had ice cream there. No, I don't think so. Even then, they like that place way too much. I'm like, it's not even that good. It's okay. But I didn't get to choose. It was like really far away, and I was like, bro, why? And they're like, let's do it not at lunchtime. Let's do it so you have to deal with traffic when you're going home. I'm like, oh great, thanks. No carpooling for me. No carpooling, just suffering. I don't think I put enough paint. I think that's way too, yeah. That's not enough. Yeah, I don't like having like no heads up, but I will say, with my parents knowing that I stream now, it is a lot nicer because now that they know, they coordinate things better. Because there was times like probably like a year ago where I would have to cancel streams last minute because my family would plan something and I didn't know they were gonna plan it, and they're like, we don't know what day it's gonna be, if it's gonna be Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. And so the day would come and I'm like, okay, it doesn't look like we're gonna do Wednesday or Thursday, it looks like we're gonna do Friday. And they're like, oh no, we're doing it Wednesday. I'm like, I have a stream. So living a double life, yeah, kind of. No, yeah, living a double life, yes, I guess, But now it's fine. So his hair and his face are gonna look very similar in color because I'm keeping with his really sandy hairstyle, even though, you know, he's been sleeping for a hot minute. But yeah, this is the sort of day where it's like, bro, I just want to code red. I want to code red. I am just annoyed and irritated. So thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. To my ramblings about getting a overhyped burrito. Alright, who's my favorite faction? Custodes. Custodes and then Blood Angels. Yep. I am already feeling a little bit better, but there's like an element where I'm just worn out, man. I've let it bother me a little too much, I think. I'm like, yeah, well, it was bad because of this. Like, it wasn't a terrible time. I did get to talk to people. I would have never guessed the Custodes theme VTuber likes Custodes. Ooh, well, but he didn't know. He didn't know. He's new. So it's very easy for me to be like, yeah, okay. I'll let you. I'll tell you. I'll let you know what I like. Yeah, I like the Custodes. They're pretty great. I should have done the head separately, but here we are. Fine. Can you DoorDash code red to your house? I've like used DoorDash once, and that was to like surprise a friend because I was like out of town. And they like had a day or something. I forget what it was. And so I specifically downloaded DoorDash and ordered them their like favorite meal and had it delivered to them. And I only got it for that one time, like that one time. And they thought it was really thoughtful. They were like, oh my gosh, that was like so nice of you. I was like, I just wanted to do that, like, because I was out of town, so I like couldn't do it. And I like wanted them to feel special. And, you know, much appreciated. So I got a DoorDash gift card recently. I forget by who or why. Why do I even have one? I don't know. I have one. So like, I'm like, can I DoorDash from the gas station? Probably not. Because my store doesn't have... I could probably get a 2-liter. I could probably get a 2-liter bottle of Code Red. But I don't have the little bottles. Be strong, Aurelia. Be strong. The front here. Sorry, I gotta hold him up to my face by me so I can get his face. You can't really tell the difference, but there are 2 shades here. Oh, I was just... Okay, I wasn't saying that to, like, you know, look at me, I'm so cool. That's my only, like, context with using DoorDash. As a general rule, I will go pick up my food. I don't... Delivery fees are insane. The delivery fee was okay, because this was, like, years ago. It was probably 6 or 7 years ago that I did the DoorDash thing. And... I didn't like the fees, but like they were reasonable a couple years ago. Yes, it is the most first world sentence ever. Well, I mean, I can't leave. I just can't be like, okay guys, I'm gonna be back. Hold down the fort. I'm gonna go get a code red. I'll be back in 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, Oh, Alpha Ranger, thank you. I appreciate. That's very sweet of you to say. Honestly, I can't really paint either. I just think it's like a coloring book. Just paint in the lines, kind of, and you can do as many coats as you need to. I'm not very good at highlights. Washes are like underrated because they do so much for you. They make me look like a really good painter. that's a great question. Do you think the Emperor DoorDashed? What do you think his guilty food choice was? I think he probably did, probably at least once. And if he did, he probably got some sort of like Mediterranean food. Like, because that sounds like his comfort food, because that's kind of like the area he's from. So I could totally see him being like, you know what? Let me get some of that. Let me get some of that good stuff. Reminds me of home when I was young. That's my guess. You should have seen the DoorDash guy try to deliver 1,000 psychers. They were screaming and kicking and the Emperor had the audacity to not tip him. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Not the big Imperium burger as opposed to the big Arch burger. The big bite for the big Arch. I don't know if he would have tried out the McDonald's Arch burger. Okay, question. Okay, question. Do you think, so there's like the running theory that the Emperor, you know, has been different historical figures and has like guided humanity. Do you think he is any like current and or like recent like figure? Like, okay, fun question. Was he Mother Teresa? I don't think so, but that would be funny. No, I'm talking about recent. Like, I'm talking like 1900s. Yeah, I don't think any right now. I don't think anything right now. I was like thinking, I was like, I don't know. Hard to say. I don't think so. No one's goated enough. I know, right? This is something one of my like history teachers said to me. So when the United States, America, became a country, we had all of these like banger dudes, like the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, a lot of really great American leaders like kicked off the United States. And like from then we've never had that like hardcore like, dude, we're like, yeah, the team was stacked. It was like stacked. Perfect. It's exactly what we needed. We have not had a stacked team since then, in my opinion. My DM might be the big E. He must have a really good campaign then. Welcome, Captain. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. We'll be secretive about who we think. Yeah, everyone has like a bunch of different opinions on who he like could be. But that kind of gets a touch political, so we probably shouldn't go into it, but I was just kind of curious. I was thinking about it. I was like, Today's my first day painting. Just done with my Infernus Marine. It looks terrible. That is okay. Oh, you started, and that's what matters. I'm glad you at least started. Even if you decide, you know what, painting isn't for me, that's okay. I'm glad you at least did it. We're gonna use some... Is this a new one? This is a new one. Hang on. This is... Yes. Okay. Sorry, I have 2 Reichland Flesh Shades. I accidentally bought a second one and I didn't need it. But don't worry. Your minis don't have to be perfect. Mine was not. Heck, this guy isn't even perfect. Because, I had to paint portions of it. I should not have glued him all together. I should have done him in segments, and that was a mistake. The Emperor is currently Sydney Sweeney. I think that's the best answer. That's the best answer. I love that. And he does have good genes. Like, you can't argue. The Emperor has good genes. That's why he's the Emperor. Anyways, we won't go further into that. I couldn't tell you how my first Marines look. I've repainted them so many times. And that, see, you can always repaint. Okay. We're gonna do the wash on his face, and I'm gonna try not to mess this up. I'm really nervous that I'm gonna mess it up, because I messed up the sanguineous one. Okay, okay though, but like, look at me go. Okay, okay though, like, it turned out really good. I definitely was way more careful this time around, but you can like see the lines on his forehead. That's great. Oh man, I'm so happy. How's Mr. Dark Angels going along? Good, good. I'm doing his face and his head, and then we're gonna do a big wash to get his armor. I hope it turns out good. I'm gonna cry if it doesn't. I gotta have a good mini to post at the end of this, so Xepher Arcade will send me more stuff to paint. Go check out Xepher Arcade if you want 10% off. Yeah, you guys can see his face a lot better. Look at that. Look at that man. Look at that man. I'll do a wash on his hair. I just don't really have a lot of light colored washes. Because I don't want his hair to be like, I don't want his hair to be like super not sandy blonde. Do you have a wash medium? I do. I do. If you have any recommendations, I'll take them. And I have little vials I can mix my washes in. Technical medium. Let me grab my little jars. One sec. Oh, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. Ah, man. I'm about to apprehend the DoorDash gift card that's sitting on my fridge. I take offense to Russ not being higher than the lion. That's maybe the third. Well, no, Alpha Ranger, here's the thing. It can't be Taco Bell time. You know why? Because I ate. I ate before this. So it's jacked up when I'm supposed to eat. Like, I ate, let's see, when did I eat? I ate like 3 hours ago. And now, like, I can't eat again. It's okay, it's okay. I forgive you. Yeah, if you had the recommendations, well... Yeah, Taco Bell would be perfect. Taco Bell would be perfect. Mix the wash mean with whatever light brown you have, and then reapply the blonde on the raised bits if needed. Okay. Here. Here. Should I just do like a really light ratio? What's this thing? Oh, that's... I thought that was a wash. I think these are dried. Let me investigate. Oh no, there's still a liquid in there. I'm impressed. I have some like washes in here that I used, I think, on the Femstodes, and I'm wondering if these are gonna... One taco. I'm not full. That's the thing. I mean, I even if I had like a taco in front of me, I probably wouldn't eat it. I mean, oh yeah, but it does look like crispy. Yes, sanguineous. Sanguineous is okay. Laminus, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? I already said today was meh. Now you're rage baiting me. Toothpick broke. What color roots do you want to have? Sandy. I'm checking this vial because yeah, no, this is goopy. That's I gotta clean this. Okay, I gotta clean all these vials that I have over here because they're old. I was just looking at them and I was like, oh, this is my brew glue. Yeah, this is the only one that's like salvageable. Yeah, drinking water does help with hunger. I'm not hungry and I drink a lot of water, so but a code red, honestly. This is too dark. Okay. What about this one? But is it goopy? This looks like a mixture of Reikland Flesh Shade and probably my contrast medium. We'll just do this. Didn't who die to a human? Khan is not better. Oh, you're talking about Conrad. Got it. I was like, who are you talking about? Yeah, Conrad allowed himself to... He was kind of sick and tired of it. He's like, I'm done. I'm gonna need more. What? Oh, watch out for pools. Yeah, okay. I saw don't do that and I was like, what? No, yeah, don't drink your paint water. It's bad. Bad. I haven't used this little vial in a while. Okay, this will work. Cool. We'll be very, very light with it. Consume the paint to gain its knowledge. That's not how that works. Not how that works. I want... brush is a little... It feels like it's going to be a little too big. They don't have a gland for, like, you know, consuming paint and understanding everything. It's a bit of a different substance that they have to consume. Alright, we'll use... really fine brush. I made you yawn? Yeah. Okay. We're doing the wash on hair. The nice thing here is that I basically am using Reikland Flesh Shade on both his face and his hair, so it's not a huge deal if I get a little bit on his face. I'm content with that. I honestly don't want to jack with it too much because the last time when I did Sanguinius, I jacked with it too much and it looked terrible. How long is stream gonna be tonight? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. So here's the general plan. What I'm thinking. We've got. I'm gonna let this dry for a second. I'm not feeling compelled to go crazy power sword vibes. We have a giant wash we got to put on this entire mini. And while we wait for it to dry, we'll probably do this in like phases. We're gonna work on the boys, the helpers. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't really want to do Reikland Flesh Shade on the gold and brass bits. I've done it before, but it looks like too red. And the vibe for this is like really dark. Thank you for the advice, Sawfish. I originally did it for one of my first custodies, and I just didn't like how reddish it looked. So I'm gonna use. Oh, dang! I just crossed my legs, and now I have to uncross them. I'm gonna use Wildwood. I actually think this is my combination. This is half Wildwood, half Gilliman flesh. I think I'll use this. This is what I use for Sanguinius' armor, and it gives a nice antique look. If Sanguinius did not exist, which Primarch would be your husband? That is a great question. This is all going to be pre-heresy, of course. I don't like the flesh shade. I actually don't think it looks good even when you do touch it up. Like, you know, hot take, I guess, but I don't like it. Even when you touch it up, it just doesn't look right in my, like, just, it's too, no, it's too reddish. Wait, does second best not mean the one that would be the husband? Well, I like the lion because I relate to him a lot, and that was like my first thought. I was like, would I marry the lion? No. I don't think I would. like the top contenders I feel like would be Dorn. I think Dorn, Gilliman, those are like easy ones. Let me think. Who else? Oh yeah, Lehman. I was like, what? I'm spacing. Like, what? Yeah, Lehman, Dorn, Gilliman, Horus. Honestly, like, there's a reason why he became War Master. Everyone kind of liked the guy. So yeah, husband ranking is different from like liking them. Like, even Fulgrim is, like, pretty likable. So, like, that's kind of, like, tricky. Yeah, Fulgrim was vain. I wouldn't pick Fulgrim, but, like, even then, Fulgrim's, like... I liked Fulgrim before he, like, fell, so... Dang, I never really thought about this. This is really making me think. Just distract Fulgrim with blankets? Blankets? Why blankets? Okay. Oh, okay, so we're assuming I stop whichever one you get from falling to chaos. I feel like there's like an obvious pick then. And unfortunately, I like most of the loyalist ones. Like, even the traitor ones, like, I don't... Oh, Magnus, though. Oh, he's a nerd, and I kind of like that. Dang, this is tough. This is tough. Okay, Because the whole thing with Sanguinius is, like, I really like him because he... Hang on, we should be doing mini painting. I got so distracted. The reason Sanguinius is my pick is because of how, like, I got introduced to him. So that's, like, kind of like the whole story. So I'm like, which one would I go for? Otherwise, I feel like... Yeah, it's like, it's got the Sanguinius lore. It's, like, hard to fix that. Yeah, I first laid eyes on him, so it was like, you know, could I even love another? Horus or Gilliman? Horus or Gilliman? Those are the two, but I'm like... Because Gilliman, we totally vibe. I feel like Horus vibes with anyone, but I don't... Give the ears that Rabute likes. That's just a meme. Alright, we're gonna do the wash on his shield and see how it turns out. So we're gonna do this in parts because I don't want to jack the whole thing up. I don't want it to pool too much. I still need it to cover everything. One second, I'm locking in here. Okay. Set that there so it does the pooling thing it's supposed to, and let gravity do its thing too. Okay. The line probably has the same thought about his mentor, considering the guy turned half the Dark Angels to Chaos. Yeah. I would... I'm just looking. She didn't fall, she hit terminal velocity. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Commander Farsight, what is this? What is this? I'm not like Kitten. I'm not Kitten. Oh my gosh. Yes. If Sanguinius liked the ears, that would be canon. That's not a meme. Canon. Kitten got it from somewhere. I'm not his mom. What are we talking about? I'm not his mom. Okay, So for our lovely little watcher boys here, what color should we do their robes in? What are we thinking? How would you rate Angron? Well, it's hard to say how I would rate Angron if he didn't have the nails. He seems like he'd be pretty cool, chill guy, but like... Jawa. Oh, Jawas. Do I have a brown? I probably have to pull my brown out. Let's see. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. I really like the way they look. Let's see. So he's standing here. Brownish red watcher. Maybe we'll do brown. Sure. Let me grab my brown out. 1 second. Yes. You can paint little eyes under the hood. I don't know if I'm feeling that motivated. All right. We're gonna go with a lighter brown and then we'll like do washes and it'll look good. We're gonna look like little monks. We could be pretty messy with these first couple layers. Alrighty. Good to do. Alright, I'm gonna set that down and let that dry. Yeah, just some little guys. What's your favorite Primarch mini? Do you even need to ask? Even need to ask? I like the sanguineous one. And are you talking 30k or 40k? Because personally, I like the 30k Fulgrim mini more than the 40k one. No, it's not pre-sword Fulgrim. Sorry, let me clarify. Fulgrim Ascended, I like better than 40k Fulgrim. It's a really cool mini. Yeah, I watered this down a little too much. Go. Little guys. Yeah, I'm interested to see how big the Perturabo mini will be. I agree. It's gonna be something. Ah, yes. See, this is what I wanted. because it's turned really bright here, but like I really like how like crisp this looks with the shading. Yeah, that is just what I wanted. All right, we're gonna do just do the chest plate, yeah. Okay. A little too much here. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to make sure this doesn't pool in spots I don't want it to. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna let this settle for a second. Let it do its thing. Go. Whew, alright. Just saw the YouTube short about the AI calling you an elder. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised. Like, I was like, Eldar VTuber. I was like, haha, not me, duh. And they're like, no. You are. I'm like, what? Like, huh? That shouldn't be a thing. Heretical. That's gonna be better to mix, I think. Couple cook. There we go. That's gonna be better. I had it. It was a little too watered down previously. This will be better. Yeah, Purdy Mini will be wild. I'm very curious. Don't know if I'll buy it, but you know, curious nonetheless. There we go. That's more what we're looking for. I mean, that's a lot of paint on my brush. We use a wash to make this whole thing look darker, because right now it's very light brown. Yeah, see, they look really bad to begin with. Yeah, we'll do it. I thought you picked the name Aurelia because you were from the craft world. No. I don't even know how to say that. Aleitok? Aleitok? No, I picked it because of Aurelian. Because you know the Custodians, their names are derived from great leaders in human history. So, like, who is a better leader than, like, Aurelian? That guy was pretty cool. So, you know, I felt like that was a really good pick. And there weren't any Custodes named that. I looked it up before I picked the name. I did forget that Lorgar Aurelian is a thing, but, you know, none of the other Custodes have that name, so, you know. Aurelian did die pretty awkwardly, look. But it wasn't his fault. He was too good at his job. People are dumb, that's really what it is. One of my cousins is named Aurelian? Oh, dang. That is not something I was expecting to hear. I'm trying to think if there were any named after great Asian leaders. I am not aware off the top of my head. They're not any of the, like, well-known ones. Yes, we're getting this dark vibe. Right. Oh, that's right. There's a gold piece there. It's fine. It's not there. It's not there. That gold bit on his knee it doesn't exist. It's fine. It doesn't exist. All right. That's it for a second. Okay, that there. Who is kind of hot? What the heck? Oh no, you have a coworker named Thanos? Yikes, that's rough. Yikes. Holy cow. Bro, holy cow. That is unfortunate. These need more time to dry. Oh yeah, Saladin I could totally see there's like I could see Custodes being named after him. I could totally see that. I could totally see that. Yeah, I really like how this wash makes the gold like more matte, which is really what I wanted. Because the lion as a hunter is not going to wear super gaudy, shiny things into battle. So when it's matte, perfect. And I'm also really happy that the L. Johnson on his left pauldron came out with the wash. Like, I was like, oh no, it's not gonna look very good. But the wash did a really good job of bringing out that detail. Wash is underrated. Yeah, That's why I wanted the more muted color and less the red. See ya, Camaro Mike. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you continue checking out Warhammer. Alright. Got our little Jawas. I'm now just gonna be thinking of them as Jawas, like nothing else. I'm like, yep, these are Jawas. 40k Jawas. Okay, now I guess I should start thinking about the base. This one still needs drying, so do another coat on that later. I'm not exactly sure what to do here. Maybe we should just start with the brown and then go from there. Aurelia should move her chat to the left side so we could see her. You can't see me? I'm gonna say, I'm like, not like I'm like hiding. Like I'm not like leaning far back. Can you like, I'm curious as to what you mean. Cause Chad isn't cutting me off. I made them really tiny up in the corner so they're like not in the way, not covering me. I'm gonna do brown first, and then I'll decide what I want to do later. Yeah, we'll add some metallic something. I don't know exactly what though. We'll just start with brown, and we'll just cover it in brown and. Because there's like some ruins here. Lamau, I didn't think she would see that. Okay. What an odd thing to say. I mean, if I wasn't gonna see it, the rest of chat was gonna see it, and they were gonna think you were weird. I guess I shouldn't. There we go. Oh, you're on your Xbox. Got it. Okay, so it cuts off things different. Got it, okay. I didn't know that was a thing, but if you say it is, I will take your word for it. Because I was like, why? I usually hang out in the right-hand corner when I'm reacting or painting or doing that. So I was like confused. I was like, what? Huh? I was just very confused. You play any Spaceman 2? No, I haven't recently. We'll probably play some Space Marine 2 tomorrow with Froggy. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure how things are gonna go. Gosh, I still have to download the mods for tomorrow for the Minecraft tour. It's been a time, guys. It's been a time. Well, nice avatar. Thank you. Thank you very much, Black Teacup. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'm having an evening. It's fine. It's fine. I'm tired. But like, what else is new with me? The grind doesn't stop. Nothing ever stops. And I just keep going. Let me clean up the bottle. That's like the first time I've ever like knocked over a thing of paint. Okay, let's take a look at him. I can do the wash on his jump pack. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if exhaust is the word. I'm just worn out. Because I wouldn't say I can't keep going, but I'm like, I'm just worn out. Oh, okay, we'll go back over that in a sec. Oh, that was a lot, that was a lot, that was a lot, that was a lot. No. A little too much on one portion of the jetpack. I'm like, ooh, the wings. I was like, oh no, it's way too much. Second, guys, sorry. The washes like really scare me. Because I've messed him up before, and I really don't want to mess it up again. There we go. Alright. Custodies worked a little too hard today. Yeah, and I just think I'm letting mentally things get in my way. What camera do I use? Elgato Mark II. And I'm glad you like the line. He's coming along nicely. I can't really get good, like, you know, I can't really get him up close, like, get an up close view. The camera isn't really good at that. But, like, overall, the desk space, it captures pretty well. Yeah, I've played some tabletop. The Custodians would just hold blood games to relax. Honestly, that'd be kind of fun. I think doing, like, some sort of like physical activity, like, I don't know, a good like capture the flag or playing paintball. I haven't played paintball in a while. I should do that. I should do that. Convince my friends to go play paintball. I love paintball. It's really fun. Yeah, I like the blonde hair on the lion. I'm gonna set him. You know, while we're waiting for some of these brown parts to dry, we'll do. We're gonna do this. Banner. Boom. Nice. cardio beats chaos sometimes, but you know, I mainly prioritize like strength stuff. Okay. Oh, we got some here. Little purity seal. Cute little purity seal. I don't think I've ever called the purity seal cute before, but it is accurate. It is accurate. It's very small and adorable. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna knock that over. I gotta get that out of the way. Purity seals here. That, those two. Back here. Yeah, I think we'll do the scabbard black. Oh, he has a bit of his sleeve here. Wasn't even paying attention to that. Lots of coats of brown. A little too watered down. We'll do the tassels like a beige. Or maybe we'll do them black. Who knows? Who knows? I don't even know. Yeah, the sleeve, I was like, oh, shoot, that's not part of the scabbard. That's part of him. More brown here. I've not really done a base like this before. Interesting. Probably keep it simple and just go with like brown and gray. Yeah. Just darken it up so it doesn't look like the base. What do you mean, the... Clarify? What other Primarchs have you done? I did a unofficial Sanguinius, and that's it. So... Alright, this wash is done back here. I'm actually gonna do a bit of my Reichland on the lion pelt. Fancy bases are fun to paint. My one friend does such good Black Templar bases. Take your word for it. I've never really done one like this before. Oh, fix that. Okay, so I just noticed this. I'm sitting here, so I'm kind of sitting a little bit weird in my chair, and I just have my shop towels, like, I just had them chilling between my legs. Like, I was just like, let's put that away. You know, in case I need it later, I guess. My emotional support shop towels. We're doing Reichland Flesh Shade on this lion pelt. Because it doesn't have a lot of depth currently. And I need it to have a little bit more. Yeah, quick access. Yeah, so I'm gonna darken up the Watchers. It's just taking a lot of coats. And honestly, I don't care if they kind of blend in. I feel like that's kind of like their job to not be noticed. They're watchers, right? They're kind of supposed to be stealthy little guys. I'm gonna pin him in here so it dries. I'm only doing parts of him. An earlier edition Sanguinius models were made from Catan Nightbringer because of the abs. Oh. Are you saying people kit bashed them? I want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. Because I don't know, I don't think I'm aware of what you're referring to. Yeah, they blend into the rocks. Why not, right? Let's do I have just like a matte gray? I think I do. I think I asked for one. I do! Eshin Gray. Yay. I'm gonna do it on the base. Ugh. There we go. There we go. Gray on here. Okay. I'm probably gonna need more, but, you know, it's fine. I'm just gonna throw this brush away. Okay. I feel like I'm a tad hopeful for thinking we'll get done this stream. But, you know, we'll see. We will see. I'm gonna do a gray base because I imagine he's like going over ruins. So like I could do something metallic, but I feel like ruins are gonna be kind of like crumbly and old, so I'm gonna keep with like a gray for these plates here, these tiles. Okay. This is also part of the ruins. And what's nice is that we're just gonna do a wash. A nice wash will darken this whole thing up once we get all these layers done. I love washes, they're great. And I can be kind of haphazard with it too, because it's a base. And it's like dirt. Astra Militarum concrete, yeah. For this guy, we're just. I thought I was like, will other people like really make this look nice and then like do colors and stuff? I'm like, no. Nope, just slapping it. If I do any other color on it, it's gonna be gold, and then I'm gonna make it like really muted, like it was like part of a cathedral or something. But low effort, but I think it'll look decent at least. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get another brush to get the rest of the gray here. Yeah, maybe we'll do dry brushing. It depends on the mood I'm in. Kinda like, maybe. Okay, here we are. Yeah, this will need a second to dry. Yeah, I might need to do a dry brush so it's not too dark. We'll see. There's some like shells here. Interesting. I'll paint those. I'll let that dry there for a sec. Ugh. Watch Aurelia's origin video today. Very cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Worked hard on that. Sec. Man, it's only been an hour and a half. Wow. Okay. There we go. Let's see. What do I need to do next? I'm gonna leave him there. I think I need just to do a few more things with him. We gotta work on our watchers here. Wrong brush, wrong brush. Lay him down like this and then do all of... Okay. This guy here. There. Put straw in the paint water. No, it's like a really tiny like espresso cup. There's no way I'm gonna be drinking that. Ooh, when you played against the line, you battle shocked him. Well done. Well done. Okay. Let's see here. I think I need to do a bit of a wash on the back of his cloak here. Because I've got some gold on the edges here. And we're just gonna spread this out to the rest of his cloak. It's not gonna do much in terms of like shadows, but it'll at least be consistent. Yeah. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like this is a very mediocre stream today. I'm sorry. I apologize. Pretty chill. I'm glad you guys like. I just don't feel very talkative today. I don't have much to. I feel like I don't have much to discuss. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man. Edges. Sweet, sweet edge. You're fine. You've been yapping like all stream. I don't feel like... Okay, let me put it this way. I am like kind of forcing myself to yap because I feel like there's been a lot of silent moments. And I don't feel like it's been quality yap. It's been like tired yap. I don't have anything to say, Toxel stream. I'm just trying, man. I'm trying. In my honest opinion, we're all here to literally watch paint dry, so pretty good stream, all things considered. That... I have never heard someone say that about a painting stream, but like that is so accurate. Oh my gosh. We are watching paint dry. That I'm glad I can make watching paint dry a little bit more interesting. At least there's an anime girl talking about it. Okay, okay, that cheered me up there. I never thought of it that way. That's so clever. Yeah, quiet and tired for it. I think you know, I'm debating having like in case of emergency code red in my fridge for like days like this where it's like, okay, I'm just so like I'm so hosed. I think that might be like a good idea, but I'm hesitant to do such a thing. Care package inbound. No, it's okay. It's okay. That would be wild though if it got like ordered. It usually takes them like a day to process it, but if Throne was like so on top of it where they're like, yeah, we got it shipped out right away and it like arrived during stream, that would be so funny. We just have to order it the day before then. Yeah, that's why, Jay, that's why I'm hesitant about the code red. Because it could quickly become, I don't have code red anymore. That's why I'm like, is that really a good idea? Because I will say I have reached my fitness goals, so I'm not really concerned, like, you know, I'm still going to be conservative when it comes to how much soda I drink, but I've kind of reached the goals I wanted to, so I'm not, like, not going to be as, like, anal about it as I was previously, where I was like, no, no more Mountain Dew. Thanks. Thank you. I've been, really happy. I was doing my workout earlier, and I was like, you know what, we should go up in weights. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be rough though. I think that's part of the reason why I'm so tired today. Yesterday I bumped up my weights by like 5 pounds. Not on everything, but like the ones I've been kind of iffy about. I'm like, oh man, should I? Like, it's like do it, just bump up the weight. And I have, and I did better than I thought I would. Even though I went heavier, so I'm very, very happy. Took a little bit of effort, but like, you know, all good things require effort. So, you know, and having less sugar in my system definitely helped. Just 5 pounds is a big gain on the normal 1 ton lifts. You know, I just, ugh. Yeah. Plus, you would have to have it every few months to get a fresh one. Are we talking about dew? I didn't see where that message came in. Yeah. By the way, guys, highly recommend. I recently got Gamer Sups's, you know, discount code Aurelia. I got their Gamerade. It has creatine in it. I love using that for like my preloading days, like my front loading. So like I think I told you guys this. Last weekend I took like 3 days off working out. Monday sucked. Monday was terrible. I was like, oh, 3 days off, and then working out after that was rough, but I needed the rest. But I was front loading with the Gamer Sup's creatine, which is like so good. Highly recommend. Cause I got the lemon lime one. Excellent. It works well with my regular creatine. Fantastic. I was doing some research though, cause I was like, how much water are you supposed to have when you like are taking creatine? You're supposed to have like, and I have been doing this, but it's like you're supposed to have like 3 or 4 like liters of water in order for it to like be effective, or like as effective as it like can be. And I was like, wow, that is a lot. I mean, I drink that much, but I was like surprised. Yeah. Oh, actually, let's see. For the next week, they have free shipping. Gamers, if you use my code, GamerSups will give you free shipping, which is a pretty big deal. So if there's been stuff you're like, I don't want to get it because shipping is just a pain in the butt, there you go. But so it's until May 1st. So after that, it'll go back to normal. I've made a mistake. Hang on. Hang on, chat. I must fix this. But yeah, I love so, let's put it this way. I like to advocate Gamer Supps as something to use when you work out. I would not recommend it when you're like sitting at your desk. Because I personally don't think you need all that caffeine. When you're just chilling at your desk, because it's a lot of caffeine. But I will say I love having the caffeine-free stuff when I'm working out. Yeah, if you start creatine, you need to have water. Drink water, please. It's gonna be rough otherwise. All right, we're gonna redo this. Yeah, I'm not judging anyone who, like, you know, use it how you see fit. I just prefer to advocate it like, I like using it during my workouts. They have a new flavor, wild cherry. Oh, it's so good. It kind of like scratches the code red itch, like just like a little bit. Like a little bit. Yo, Froggy! Can we get a shout out for Froggy, please? Thank you for the raid. What were you doing today? I did not look earlier. What were you doing? This is my friend Froggy. She's a mini painter. She's awesome. Were you hanging out with Pancreas? Are you guys just trying to antagonize me? Yeah, Space Marine 2. Are you excited for our collab tomorrow? Our collab. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited for the collab. I think it's gonna be really cool. Go follow Froggy. She paint good. She paints better than me. She paint better than me. She has like awards and stuff. I don't have awards. I have not entered any of my minis in competitions. Although I feel like if I got to redo my Baneblade, I might get awards for that. Like, notable. Maybe not first place. Notable, at least. I think. She didn't say she was excited about our stream tomorrow. Chat, should I be worried? We're redoing this. Because it's going to be annoying if I covered everything in black, which was what I was doing, and I was like, oh, that's dumb. No, I was gonna say, like, I said, did you want to, are you excited about our stream tomorrow? And you didn't say anything, and I got sad. Does she even like me, chat? Does she even like me? I don't think she does. I'm kidding. Oh, you didn't even... Sad. Sad. She's like, I don't want to listen to Aurelia's stream. I'm gonna go talk to my friends in Discord. Breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. Oh, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I am looking forward to the tour. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, chat, I think I can confidently say that we're not gonna finish this stream, but probably the next stream we'll have this mini finished. Frog, can you send me pictures of your lion? I don't think I saw like the final pictures of it. That is if she's paying attention to me. There we are. I want to see it. You assume I finished? Oh, I thought you did. I thought that's what you were submitting for Adepticon, so I assumed you finished. My bad. Never mind then. You don't have to send it. I thought you had. That's why I was asking. Go sleep. Go sleep then. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep. Go to sleep. Don't worry about me. I was just curious. I was trying to make conversation. I don't want to be like, yeah, okay, Froggy rated me, whatever. No. But thank you for the raid. Go eep. Go eep. Yeah, holy cow, it is 4 AM for you. I gotta go download the mods after stream. I got more things to do after stream, guys. It never ends. There we go. Okay, so the plan is we're gonna do black. You can't really see it, but most of the scabbard is gonna be black with gold. Nothing happened, we're good. Like little gold bits. and then we'll do like a wash and stuff. I don't want to be downloaded. Oh no, not you. I would never. You wouldn't download a moderator, would you? No, don't worry. I won't download you. I always thought those were funny. You wouldn't download a car, would you? Make me laugh. Yeah, I've totally messed up the top of his head because I don't have like a good holding point. I'll have to fix it later. What's my favorite flavor of paint? I feel like, I don't know if it was you, Patrick, but I think someone asked this question already, and I don't have a favorite flavor. But I was asked this recently. Yes, go to sleep, Joe. Have a good rest of your night. Tomorrow's stream, it's gonna be a lot of fun if you can make it. Go. Gonna be gold. This is weird. Like the backside of this just looks kind of bizarre. Because it should be like mirrored better, but it just like if it's gonna hold a sword, it would be a little bit thicker here, but it's not. What's my favorite flavor? Gamer Subs? I really like Sweet Six Pack, but Wild Cherry has really been a vibe lately. What am I painting? I'm painting Mr. Lionel Johnson. Okay. Let's see, what am I? Gold. Honestly, I'm not even gonna thin the paints. I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered. I do like Guacamole Gamer Fart too. I do have that one. I do enjoy it. I do like it. Guys, I'm not thinning my paints. Don't do what I do. I can't be bothered right now. My less fine tip brush. I need one raggedy. I just can't be bothered to thin it, honestly. I'm like, okay, no. Not spending the time to thin it. I'll just use very, like, small amounts. Yeah, you can barely see what I applied. Yeah, for the Lion Mini, I'm currently painting the Watchers. But I was painting the Lion earlier. This is correct. Oh. Sorry, you guys can't really see the detail here. Like really tiny little clasps. Go back over with black. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to redo his head. For sure. Making a Dark Angels army? No, I was gifted this miniature by Xepher Arcade, and I am going to finish it since they gave it to me as a gift. So go check out Xepher Arcade. I am partnered with them, and you can get discounts on Warhammer miniatures and other nerdy fun things like Gundams, magic cards. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff there. Yeah, they actually, I need to go pick it up, but they sent me something that you guys will be really excited to know about. Will I tell you what it is now? No, I'm not gonna. But they gave it to me for free. I'm under no obligation to stream this thing, but I will be, because I think you guys will like it. So, but I will not say any more beyond that. So I'm not sure when I will do the secret mystery stream, but I'll let you guys know. You guys will know. But you guys will be excited. I at least assume you will. Yeah, this mini is just gonna be like a, oh, I got to paint it kind of mini showcase. Go. In there, and there's like a little gap in his arms where I'm like, oh great, there's a small gap where our gold and black need to be, but it's so hard to reach. You guys can't even see it. It's like, oh, so gonna go back and do the black. This brush. Some of these straps I got covered it in gold. Okay. This little... I do like these little guys. They're cute. Yeah. Well, paint streams, if I had like a really nice camera so you guys could see what I was doing the whole time, it would probably be a little bit easier for you guys, but as it stands, like I'm not the kind of like painting streamer where it's like, let's just put it this way, I'm not gonna go get a fancy camera because I'm not like the kind of streamer you're gonna watch for my painting tips. I have like very rudimentary painting tips. If you're like, oh, how do I get started with this? I'm like, okay, here are my basic recommendations. But I am no expert and probably won't ever be. I don't feel a strong desire to improve my miniatures. Yeah, I usually stream around this time, like on weeknights. I'll stream at this time. And then Saturdays I try to do the morning so I can catch some of the UK people. And then Sundays it's like a couple hours before this. You know, just kind of depends on the day, but weekdays for sure I'm streaming this time, usually. This little staff here is gonna be gold. I don't like painting mostly because I suck at it, so anything's better than mine. Well, I don't know if I'd say I suck now. I would say mediocre. But like honestly, just like watching a couple videos helped out a lot. Like I have a nice formula for my custodies that I use that I'm like quite pleased with. But just required me watching a video. I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't as like difficult. Having like decent brushes, like finer tip brushes, is like super helpful in my opinion. Because I couldn't do some of these details if I didn't have like a nice fine tip brush. Gotta get that little part that's tan. Ooh, okay. That's tan. Yeah. Yeah, I would fail at the tutorial how to not paint your own fingers. I'm very good at painting my own fingers. I am very, very good at that. I am an expert in the field. Probably jumping the gun and painting his tassels, but... Oh, he has a little tiny crest there. I didn't see that. And he has a tiny little, like, not aquila, but like skull with wings on his, like, little chest. I didn't see that. Wow, I didn't see. Wow. Okay, 1 second, guys. My little Jawa watchers. They're dripped out. They got that gold chain. Got that gold bling. Both of them do. I should just smudge the paint on my own fingers. You're right, you're right. What am I thinking? I'm debating if I should make this figurehead more than just like gold. Nah, I don't care that much. I don't care. I kind of want just to be done. Sounds bad. What I'd like to do is like minimal extra work for next stream. and maybe finish our like work on the night next stream. I know I have one mod that's gonna be very happy to hear about that. Again, not watering my paint down. Thinning my paint. We're taking a gamble. Taking a gamble. Go. And now we got 2 purity seals on here. Really like this red. Flesh Tear's red is fantastic. I love it. It is the perfect blood color in my personal. Go. Will I use the water slide decals for its heraldry? No, I'll probably do those by hand. I don't think it'll be particularly good, but we'll try. We will make an attempt. Okay, we're just gonna do pure wildwood for the wash here. These guys over here. And then, yeah, we will dry brush it because that gray is like really, it's like darker than I was expecting. Oh, I didn't paint those gold. Oh well, we'll get those later. Oh shoot, I goofed. I goofed, hang on. I need to mix it with my medium. I totally forgot to do that. I was like, hold on, this looks wrong. Why does this look so wrong? We'll just use this one. Yeah, I was like, this, well, huh? It's fine. Doesn't bother me. And if it pools a little bit, I don't mind so much. Because it's kind of it's outdoors. Hello, welcome in, Brecken. I hope you are doing well on this Friday evening. All right. And what's nice, if you do the fancy rock stuffy, you can wipe off the wash on the rocks. What do you mean, fancy rock stuffy? I require clarification. Let that sit. Actually, we're gonna do... Yeah, we're gonna do the... No, some more brown. I just had paint on my fingernail and I went to like scratch my nose and I definitely just got paint on my nose. Light rock highlights just wipe off the brown wash to not mess with the rocks. Oh, like a dry brush is that what you're saying? I'll make sure I'm understanding. Oh. If I do a quick stretch. Reverse dry brush, no paint. Oh. It's like, would I do that right now? I've not heard of that. Well, is that the way you're supposed to do it? Doing it while the paint is wet, or is it better to wait when it's not? Alright, wait for those to dry. Let me check on the lion. I got, like, there's part of his, when I was doing the wash here, part of it splashed on his cloak. I didn't want to leave it because it's kind of like it's got a bit of mud on it. Unless you want brown rocks, as in the gray tile or the brown dirt? I want to make sure I understand. Keep repeating that. You know, I think it's good to desire to understand, so, you know. The tile. Okay. Sure. I'll do that in a sec. The underside of this lion pelt did not get got. Okay, so they're not brown, they're just like a really dark gray. Never mind, don't touch it. Sir, I have touched it. Instructions unclear. Instructions unclear. I'm just gonna clean the brush now. Hello, Saul. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'll just dry brush with a light gray. I did. I touched the bud. I did. I was like, oh, okay, I'll take his advice. And then I was like, no, don't do that. I'm like, it's too late. I did it right. I'm just gonna dry brush some gray, like lighter gray on this. I gotta do some other sections. I gotta have a little bit less, a little, like, some areas need more brown on them. No, I appreciate the advice. I was just, it's confusing because I'll, like, look over and I see things. I'm like, I'm not sure, like, at what point you said that? Like, are you saying that now? Are you saying it later? No, I appreciate the advice. I don't want to be like, how dare you? I asked for it, so. We're gonna use my Vallejo Ray for my dry brushing. Not open this yet. Yeah, because it's dark, it's kind of hard to see what's kind of really happened here, so it is all good, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I gotta redo this little section here. Because I wiped off a bit of the color with the wipe, the makeup wipe, and it not turn out as expected. We're gonna do another wash here in a little bit. No, no, don't apologize. You are fine. Do not worry. Do not worry, brother. Okay, I need to hold it by the tweezers. Otherwise, I will keep messing up their cloaks because my grubby fingers will keep touching the parts I'm not supposed to touch. Maybe I should do the tassels first. Maybe we should do the tassels so that they also get the wash and I don't need to do anything else for them. Oh, see, look. No problems. Took too many layers of brown, it felt like, just to make it, like, even. I don't think I had it. I think I used a little too much water. Finally looking a bit consistent. Ah! No! Yeah, it's a bit of a grubby touch, especially because I got paint on my fingers. Like, oh, be careful. Careful, Aurelia. Okay. We might actually get this done, depending on how quickly things dry. We might get some of this. This might get done today. I didn't think so. Just did my homebrew Primarch mix with the direct genetic DNA from Sanguinius, Corvus, and Angron. That's interesting. Tell me about him. I'm curious why you went with those three in particular. Well, and what the motivation was behind it. The trick is to put one dab of putty on the tweezers. Yeah, I don't have any. I hope I don't mess it up. I'm not doing anything fancy for a sword. It's gonna be silver. Silver. Cannot be bothered. Like power swords? No, I don't know how to paint those. Probably should have thinned them here. A little bit too much paint on my brush. Let that dry and we'll come back on a second pass in a little bit. Are you gonna start playing Votann now? After last stream? No. No, not for me. Still kind of a elf girly, you can imagine. They are cooler than I thought they would be, but I won't change my stuff. Ever since I read about Corvus's lore story and how Big E gave him the secrets of the Primarch project. Oh. So, did Corvus make this Corvus Sanguinius Angron thing, or? I'm curious. Alright, wash time. I love the Blood Angels. They're pretty great. Alright. I think he's pretty good. Oh, I was gonna do the tassels. Like, I guess tassels are happening after this. Oops. Fine. Fine, we've already committed. Ah! 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 Okay. Oh! Starman, thank you for super chat. Warhammer Warpforge will soon shut down. Oh, I have not been paying attention to things. I've been a busy bee. I did not know that. Thank you for informing me. Stand up and no. No. Okay. Fingers. Okay, fine. That is acceptable. No, I lied. Okay, fine. There we go. I accept that. Ooh. Alright, well, we're gonna make these consistent now. Working on my 30k 1,000 suns. Ooh, nice. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're holding him. The thing I like about this is, like, I'm, like, just doing one, like, it's the same wash for every single thing. I'm like, I don't care. Same wash, whatever. right? Oh, I didn't paint this, the center of the staff gold. Oops, we'll go back and fix that. Sorry guys, I'll look at chat in a second. Dude, I'm just taking off the brown there. Oh, irritating. Yeah, I'm just pulling off the paint. That's annoying. Okay, whatever. There. Have you played Battle Sector yet? No, I have not. I have not. There's a lot. Is it what? Ryan, can you type your message again, please? Something about my primer? Just started building your talent army. Ooh, exciting. Good for you. You enjoying it so far? Do my wash. Go. Let that do its thing. Is wash a primer? No. Primer is what you base the mini in. So it's like the base color that makes the paint stick better. And a wash is basically a really thin liquid that is designed to get in the recesses or like the shadows where like that would be on the mini and bring out those fine details. They're not the same. Yeah, primer goes under the paint, wash goes over the paint. Correct. This is correct. Oh, and I was going to open this up. If I can. There we go. Never used Vallejo paints. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay. I've opened at least, so it's ready. That's gonna do my dry brush on my rocks here. What's your Blood Angel hot take? I think I've said this before. Well, it's not a hot take. Yeah, I guess it is a hot take. Sanguinary Guard should have their nipples back on their armor. They looked better. They looked better than the current Sanguinary Guard. That line in of itself is not hot take. But that the nipples should return, I would say, is probably a hot take. Oh, Aaron, thank you so much for the 16 months. Good mornings and good nights. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for hanging out. More of a pointer than a hot take. Yeah, I don't really, like, I don't know if I have, like, a hot take. So. Still cooking. Both those guys are still cooking. Yeah, we're just waiting for things to dry. We're waiting for things to dry. Otherwise, we're pretty much done. Oh yeah, don't think about it too much if you're a Blood Angels fan. I'm interested in your palette. It's a wet palette. If you like paint every day, it's super useful. For me, like, it is useful, don't get me wrong, but like I'll do like one painting stream a week and then like pack it up, and like it kind of keeps the paints like moist, but most of the time the paints end up drying up because I haven't opened it in a week and used it. So yeah. So anyways, yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm like, we're just waiting for things to dry. I don't want to try to dry brush when things are wet. Sorry, I just bonked my mic. Sorry, chat. Didn't mean to hit you. So, yeah, so things don't dry out mid paint at least, but some of them I've had be able to like hold on to the paints, which is helpful. It's nice. It's useful. It's useful for me. I want to make it to the end. I'm just like, we gotta wait for these to dry. And I gotta fix the brown that came off here. I don't know why it came off. Kind of annoys me. I'm like, why? That's it then. Tell you guys stories about being the mom of all the Blood Angels. I've not considered what stories would be good to tell. The best one that was written about me was Vampire Hunter. By one of our members here. He did a really good job. It was well done. Even some of like my thought processes, he got pretty well. We're gonna clean my tweezers. I've got a little bit of resin on them. So I take my snips and I just get the resin off. And clean it up. Make it all nice and new. Thank you for your insights and entertainment. No problem. I would make a consideration, make you the first female Primarch. No. You don't understand. You don't understand. I do not want to be a female Primarch. Because that implies I would be related to Sanguinius. And we are not Sweet Home Alabama-ing here. We do not do that in this house. So I will pass on the female Primarch. And I will just accept... Yeah, no. Just... No. Just no. Just no. You know, so I thank you. I am flattered. But I will respectfully decline. Primarch by marriage, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think you're... Because the Primarchs are specifically because they got, you know... they were made by the Emperor. And they're different from the Custodes, because Custodes aren't Primarchs. So. Oh, no, don't say cringe lines. Don't say cringe lines. I am not gonna do... We're not doing... I'm not a female Primarch. We're not... No. I also feel like advocating for myself as, like, a female Primarch is, like... It feels weird. Like, as a VTuber being like, yeah, like, I'm, like, such a girl boss. Like, I would be a female Primarch. I'm like, I don't really like that. I don't feel like that's a good look. I think people wouldn't take me seriously if I was advocating for that. I prefer, like, my lore where I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not like too OP. I'm not too OP. I am reasonably powered. How about that? Is that fair? I like being reasonably powered. Then people look at it and they're like, okay, that's fair. So, yeah, Primarchs are Geneforged with more care. Even though Custodes were as well, it's just, it's different. It's different. I think we need new Primarchs. I don't think so. I don't want Primarchs to come back, but I also don't think we need new ones. No, that's gonna take forever for them to, like, build up and do, like, a bunch of... No. Let me do a better organization here. Okay. Things look a little bit more organized. My stream does not look very organized. It looks kind of cluttery. I mean, to be fair, the desk is a bit cluttered with all the paint, but that's better. Looks less cluttered now. Looks like I know what I'm doing. I am a professional, chat. An absolute professional. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's better. The jars look very drinkable. These. They are. They do look very drinkable. I cannot deny this. Okay. Okay. Did you ever finish off your dice? We have some dice finished. We have a shiny stim die for stim pack we're working on. I polished the dice for DK. I'm gonna do the ink in blue. I changed my mind on that. I was gonna do it in like a tan. And we still have all of these. And not all of these. Hang on. One moment. Let me pull out the ones that just need ink. Ah! Being got. There we go. So we gotta finish these. That's 45 dice right here. So we got a lot. It'll probably be another stream. Honestly, it might be 2 streams. Yeah, these I can just paint. Oh, I almost caught that, but instead I punched my armchair. Well, it's gone, I guess. I guess it's gone. Oh, there it is. Okay. So confused. Here. I hope you liked that. You should have left it to be stepped on later. Why would I want that? Why would I desire that? Alright, there we go. I'm gonna put these back, so I have more dice. Yeah, it is very sanguinala with the colors. You are correct. Okay. This is dried. We need to do a little bit of gold because there are some casings, but we're gonna do it in... Nah, we're keeping the color palette. Are those Mountain Dew dice? The red ones are. This is a code red dice, so it has a little orb inside that is filled with code red Mountain Dew. So yeah. What? Yeah, there's a Mountain Dew die. Can confirm. That was what chat wanted, and I liked that idea, so that's what I decided to make. I'm doing these little casings here. We're gonna do a dry brush after this. Like a couple of them like scattered around here. You know? Dew is in the dye? Yes. Yes. There's a little like glass orb in there. So you can see the bubble. Actually, there's no bubble in... Oh no, there it is. Yeah, it's in there. I did it... I worked on it last week. So if you wanna... Wait, was it last week? Yeah, it was. So if you go back on like YouTube or even on Twitch, you can see the stream that I put the Mountain Dew in if you don't believe me. I think I got them all. Alright. Dry brush time. I have a friend that drinks more Mountain Dew than water. I need to gift him one of those Dew dice. Yes. Yes. I want to make more of them. I really like doing the Mountain Dew dice. And I have some things I want to do to improve them. So, we'll probably do like regular ones at some point. Okay. Dry brush. Going with a light gray. I'm not very good with dry brushing, which is why I don't do it very often. Ends up looking like streaky when I do it, so I'm like, I don't do it very often. Always like, I generally have like too much paint on it. Usually that's my problem. Oh, yeah, see, that was a instance of where I had a little bit too much. It's okay. It's ruins. They can be a little inconsistent. Not too bad. I don't mind that. Get a smaller brush really fast. Do you make your own molds or do you buy them? I made my own molds. So I 3D, before my 3D printer decided to be dumb, I 3D printed my own dice, designed them, 3D printed them, and then made molds. Like smaller sections. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I'm more pleasantly surprised. A little bit of dark gray back in. Hang on. The dry brushing on the tiles pops. Can you guys see it from there? Oh yeah, you guys can see it much better, I think. I am quite pleased with that. Yeah. I'll so part of the agreement with Xepher Arcade was to take like pictures, and I'll post them on my Twitter. Cause yeah, this is pretty great. Well, I like the way this looks. Let's see, okay, give that a second before I start putting the line on. Let me check out the watchers. See if they're as I want them to be. Oh, I need to do, okay. We have a little bit left. Because I need to do their little tassels. Very, that's what we'll... One second. There we go. Yes, colors. Yeah, honestly, it's so hard to see. And thank you, Clark. I appreciate it. I am quite pleased. Tweezers, we'll grab right here. Ooh. I'll do another wash on top of these. I actually need to go back and do the gold here on his... Ow. Oh, and thank you, Mr. Queen. Thank you. I gotta go back over a wash on that part. Probably get that part I just got his sleeve. All right. Can't wait for the 11th edition box. Who else is xepher? We'll see. We will see how it goes. I need him, and I got... Get over here. All right. I think we're almost done here. I just need these to dry. Honestly, it kind of dries dark. I might not even need to do a wash. I might just need to do a little touch up with the brown. Okay. Thick. And I forget which one. Oh yeah, that's right. This one stands here. Stands there, and the other one stands like... I've got your scabbard. He's like... Nice, okay. Need to do a little bit of touch up with the brown. And I think we will be good here. Like really light. It's like... I can tell. You guys can't tell. There we go. Currently reading Lion, Son of the Forest. Heard it was good. Yes, it was the first Warhammer book I read, and it's great. A tiny bit. I don't need a ton of water. I just need enough to... bit more paint. I just need a little bit more. And then these guys are pretty much done. Dang, I thought it would be 2 streams. I guess you could argue that I didn't do highlights on him, but I honestly don't feel like I need to. I feel like he turned out kind of nice. I don't even think, like, the wash, I think, did a really good job at just covering everything, I think. That's just me, though. Belt. Like, it could be better. Like, I probably should have done the belt first before the wash, but honestly, I don't... It's such, like, a tiny detail. I'm not really torn up about it. There we go. Kind of like perfect. That worked out really well. So there's Mr. Lionel Johnson in all his green glory. I will take pictures and I'll post them on my Twitter. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It was just what I was looking for, like very like this matte gold worked out nice. Oh wait, hang on. I do have one thing I need to do. I need to do the wash on the hilt of his sword. I did not do a wash there. Yeah. So, I mean, thank you guys for watching me throughout this whole process. Thank you for Xepher Arcade. Xepher Arcade, they basically sponsored, not basically, they did sponsor this whole thing. They're the reason I got this mini and, like, started painting him. So, a huge thank you to them, guys. If you want, like, Warhammer minis, and you want them probably a little cheaper, I have a discount code. It's 10% off. So, honestly, I highly recommend them. They are very, very nice, kind people. They sent me this, and they've been just really good to me. So I highly recommend them. They sent me a bunch of these paints to paint him, and he turned out pretty awesome. I was really worried about painting a Primarch, like an official mini, but I am quite happy with it. So, you know, huge shout out to them. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Topical Ointment, and thank you for your tips. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your tips. So I will post this on my Twitter. So, you know, follow me on Twitter if you want to see you know, but the glamour shots. If you want to see those, follow me on Twitter. We'll swap over to the other screen. Let's do that. Let's swap over to the other side and we'll chat for a little bit. Okay. But that was good. I'm quite happy. I was really nervous about how it was going to turn out, and better than I thought it would be. Better than I thought it would be. Oh. Ow. You guys hear that? Ow. Honestly, knowing how to do nice picks and minis is something that escapes me. I'm gonna try my best. I gotta try my best because, you know, they sponsored me, so I gotta give it an attempt. Is a bigger model easier to paint? It depends on the model. This one, because it was bigger, there were parts that were easier, but also, like, you don't want to miss some of the details. Because this model had, like, I wouldn't say it had the most details, but it had a good amount of details. So easier to, like, get, like, big broad strokes on, yes, but a little bit harder when it comes to getting some of the fine details. But this mini wasn't particularly hard. I didn't feel like it was as hard as, like, other ones would be. But that's just, like, my that's my personal take on the matter. Let's see. Do this. Do over here. That way I can see YouTube better. Want to make sure I can see YouTube all good. Goodness, it's catching up to me. The code red would have been good, but it's okay. We persisted and we pushed through without it. So, you know, it worked out. It worked out. We're good. In general, the bigger the model, the more detail you can paint, which means more is demanded of you when you paint it. Yes, that is. Yes. And thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for chatting with me. I'm sorry it didn't feel like, at least to me, it didn't feel like the sort of stream where I was incredibly engaging, and I apologize. I should not let minor inconveniences inconvenience me so much it changes my mood, but I'm glad we did this. Like, now the mini is done. That is huge. I really thought I'd be spending a couple more hours on it. I'd have to... How much time have I spent on this mini? 15 hours? How many streams have I done? 4? 3 or 4? I think I've done 3 or 4. And about 3 hours each. Yeah, 12 or 15 hours. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked it. Oh man, my background music was kind of low this whole time. 12.5 hours. And you'll have to come back to see the next stream. what are we doing next stream? Thank you for the stream. I love the late night painting streams. Makes the night shift fun. Oh, thank you, the mid boss. Thank you for saying that. That's really sweet. Like, full disclosure, I almost thought about canceling, but like seeing that message like makes me glad I didn't. Makes me glad I didn't. So I appreciate you saying that, like, especially as your first message. And same with you, Crescent Void. Thank you for that being your first message. I appreciate that. I love my lurkers, and yeah, thank you. I needed that. Said I was late, but still enjoyed. Well, thank you, Dan. Don't worry about being, well, you didn't apologize for being late, but a lot of people do. But I'm glad you were able to make it. There's always the thought if you want to figure out if I said anything weird earlier, but thank you guys. Yeah, I'm glad I showed up too, you know. I'm glad. Do we raid? That is the question. Do we raid? Because anyone else got like chill vibes? I feel like this is a chill vibes kind of night. But I'm like debating just being like, yeah, let's call it. Just came back, we ended. Yes. Just finished the mini. I'll be posting it on my Twitter in the next day or two. Thank you again, guys. Huge thank you to Xepher Arcade. Here, we're gonna snooze it a little. Well, you know, we'll snooze the ads. We won't. The ads won't hit us quite yet. Stop apologizing. I try to be like, I tried my best, and I just felt bad because tonight didn't feel like I gave my best, but I feel better, you know, doing all this. So let's just you know, just call it tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be very, very fun. We, as in Froggy, PhD, and I, are getting a tour of a Minecraft server that is themed after the old world. So that's going to be cool. And then we might play Space Marine 2 after. We haven't decided yet, but that's probably what's going to happen, knowing Frog. So it's going to be a good time. Please show up at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And then I'm playing Ultra Kill on Sunday. So that'll be good. That will be good. So I have to say my bit. Don't skip leg day. I did leg day today, and I upped my weights. Don't skip leg day and up your weights when you think you can do it, or even when you think you can't. At least try it. At least try, okay? Because I upped my weights and I realized I'm stronger and like more capable than I thought I was, and it sucked. It sucked lifting heavier weights, but blah, blah, blah. It sucked lifting heavier weights, but I am stronger for it. My legs are gonna be like amazing. More gains. Anyways, I will see you guys later. See you tomorrow. Don't skip the leg day.